put us on there. Where's the other? Look at that. I never get myself ready, do I? I was looking for the other stand. Can't find it. Hello. What was I going to get on here? Oh yeah. So let's just bring this up a second. Library. So I can get in your videos. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Whoops. Hello. That was a good old do, wasn't it? Good old few spins. We had some winners there, which was great. Good stuff. I'm just coming on just for a little bit, just to say hello, obviously, you know, as well. But just to do some guesses so I can get some of these done and cleared up. So we have, let's cross that one right out. So we have 3,000. This is for the Bunc set, 2009 Bunc set. And what you're looking for is a number between 0 and 10,000. I've got the number on this little tiny bit of paper here. And also in an envelope. That's just to remind me. And so I've got a few. Hello, Coin Cube. Nice to see you, mate. And so I've got a few here that people have given me to let you know about. So we have 3,330 to 3,400. Not correct. We have 7,600 to 7,640. Not correct. Next up, we have 9,286 through to and including 9,402. Not correct. We've got, next one, 6,478 through to and including 6,517. All of those not correct. Cross that one out. Next we have, I don't know if I should mention people's names or not. Well, maybe I should. So this is Chloe's guesses. Just now we've had, who did we just have? We had Greg's guesses, Tracy, and Kieran. Okay, so this is Chloe, and it's 6,889 to 6,913. Not correct. Peter, 1,225 to 1,250. Not correct. And also 3,010 up to and including 3,088. Not correct. Kieran again, 300 to 400. Not correct. And numbers 600, 875 and 432. Not correct. Next we have Robert, 7,625 through to and including 7,820. Not correct. Next up we've got, am I on live chat? No, I'm not. Whoops. Next up we've got for, who was next? Fiona. The lovely Fiona, 2,436 through to and including 2,474. Not correct. I don't want to crow about it too much, just in case, you know, that sort of don't count your chickens before they're hatched and all of that. But so far we've done well on this one. Next up, we've got Kian, and we've got numbers 333 to 474. Not correct. Okay, so I'm going to run through what I've got on my sheet of guesses for the people that haven't yet texted me or emailed me their guesses. So we have Tracy Gardner, you've got 39. Oliver Lambert, sure you... Oh no, I've got yours. Oh yeah, you gave me a load of individuals. Right, here we go. Oliver. Number 100, I'm just going to call the numbers out, because all of these are not correct, but I'm just going to call the numbers out so you've got them. Number 100, 3,473. Number 24, 9,999. 9,800. 589. Number 67, 3,579. 6,493. 5,677. 5,859. 6,545, 8,765, 2,244, 5,345, 5,738, 6,384, 3,825, 4,629, 6,473, 3,844, 7,392, number 57, 8,365, 4,288, 6,385, 7,588, 5,757, 4,746, 1,233, 321, 5,643, 456, 3,456, 6,847, 4,756, 4,745, and 4,837, all of which are not correct. That's Oliver's done. So what we have left is Tracy Gardner, 39 guesses. Keith Braley, 78. Mike Jones, 39. Jed McConiff, 25. Scott's given me his. So we've got 4,530 up to including 4,671. Not correct. Brucey Coombs, you've got 362 to use up. Justin Joseph, 102. Andy Babb, 39. Ian guesses 500 to 539. Not correct. Michael Bloxham, you've got 50. Phil Sanderson, you've got 75. Mick Smith, you've got 117. Lorna Jones, you've got 168. Richard Brabin, you've got 117. Derek Clark, you've got 273. Ian Menham, you've got 78. Calvin Lambert, you've got 142. Colin Heath, you've got 39. David Joins, you've got 78. Hello, Kaspa. We made you famous today. David Joins, 78. Lady Robbins, 39. And Jeffrey Brinkelow, 25. So those are the people yet to have their guesses. You might be wondering why I didn't set a stream for this and I've just come on with the video. And that's only because I think Chris has been doing enough rather than bothering him to set a stream for me. Plus, you know, he's got things to do after the show and so on. So that's why I just come on, just do this quickly. Okay, we've got an extra person to add to the referral wheel as well. Bit more news. What else have I got to tell you? Oh yeah, Kaspa's. We managed to get Kaspa on a coin. This is Kaspa. Say hello, Kaspas. And so the first coin that we've done as a novelty, and you're a plonker, you should ask. No, mate, no. I think you've done enough. And besides which, it's only a quick little vid. You know, you've got plenty on. It's only a quick little vid just to come on and do this. Yeah, what was I saying? So the first novelty coin that I've been wanting to get a coin done for ages and ages and ages. And so we've got a novelty 50p. It would take about 6 weeks to get here. Mate, you're molting. It would take about 6 weeks to get here. Or they will all take about 6 weeks to get here, the delivery. And I've priced them at $3.95, including postage. So, which I think is quite a fair price. Keep it low as I can. It still gives me room to make, I think, after the costings and the postage and the what's it called? Not the artwork. It's called artwork when you're making a leaflet or something. There's a word for it anyway. So including the cost of setting it all up, one thing and another, it probably works out that we make a couple of quid on each coin, which I'm quite happy about. Probably might even be as much as 2.5 quid on each coin, which I'm quite happy about, and I don't mind saying how much we're making on it. And it's priced at $3.95 because what I'm hoping is that people won't just buy one; they will buy several, and maybe even sell them on. There are other people doing it on eBay already. They seem to be around $4.95 onwards. I just thought that was a bit too dear, to be honest. But you can get them for about $4.95 onwards. And I've seen some striking ones. I mean, some of them are even better than the mints. You've got to say it, you know. There's quite a cool one out there that's Jack the Ripper. So if you search the word Ripper in coins, it's not me that's selling it. You'll see somebody that's got a few different designs that they've come up with and they've made for themselves. And I'm rather hoping Kaspa and Bubba Smith from Storage Wars on the coin. Yeah, Chris is convinced that the picture looks like this Bubba Smith from Storage Wars. So this is our first one, and it was, I chose the picture because I just thought it was a lovely picture. It's a picture with John cuddling up to his mate Kaspa on the sofa, or you could say Kaspa cuddling up to his mate John on the sofa, and I thought the outline of that made a pretty cool design with one of the TGBCH logos that was made for us, which I think was Andy, if I remember rightly. So that's on one side, and then we've got John and Kaspa on the other. It is only a novelty 50p lookalike coin. It's 27.5 millimeters in diameter. It's shaped like a 50p coin, so it will fit in your folders and so on. I didn't really want to go down the road of making a dirty great big, you know, coin, as in medal coin, round coin. Didn't like that. And they've been selling already, and we've only just put them up. So there will only be, there will only be 1,000 of them. Well, actually, there won't be 1,000 of them because there's likely to be just under 1,000 of them, because obviously I'm going to want one, and no doubt Fran will want one, and no doubt John will want a couple. So we'll probably take a dozen off for us, and then the rest is for sale. And you know, who knows? Maybe one day they will have an intrinsic value of their own. I believe they will, purely and simply because of who we are and what we've tried to do and accomplish, and the rows and fights and everything that we've been in with the Royal Mint and one thing and another. So I honestly think that one day they will have an intrinsic value of their own. In the meantime, a bit of fun and a way of raising a bit of extra revenue. You can't buy them with the vouchers. The membership vouchers only allow you to buy memberships. So don't try and use the vouchers on them. It's cash only, $3.95. It's not a lot of cash, and it allows you to sort of, you know, there's an awful lot of different bitses and bobses we've been trying to do, and some of which they do get quite expensive, but this one is like $3.95. It allows anybody to just, you know, if you want to just throw a little bit of support our way, even if you just like the picture of Kaspa and John, you know, if you fancy throwing a little bit of support our way, it's a cheap way of doing so. And as I say, I've got orders already coming in for it, so I'm really pleased, because the first step is always selling the first one, and then when you've sold one, I believe, well, if you can sell one, you can sell two, and if you can sell two, you can sell 10, and if you can sell 10, you can sell 100. So I think 1,000 is probably the perfect amount for us to aim for, and each time I do one, I'm going to aim for 1,000 each time. And if we're really lucky, there will be people out there that will maybe come along and buy 10 or 20 or whatever. I did think about doing a stamp on them, TGBCH, and I may look at that another time, but not for this one. So it is just a straight coin with our logo on one side and John and Kaspa on the other. So that covers that. Next, just to give you a little update, I'm taking it as easy as I possibly can. Today, this is how I'm sort of doing it. So I have my, can you see all the, whoops, where are we? Can you see all those envelopes there? Down there, and then, you know, we've got down there as well. So, whoops. So that's me doing a little bit of picking. And yesterday I was able to do Mondays. Today I did Wednesdays. If I feel up to it. If I don't feel up to it, I won't do it. But if I feel up to it, then tomorrow I'll attempt to crack on with Fridays, because that's going to be a big one. It might take me, might take me a couple of days. But I have a feeling that I'll be catching up quicker than planned. I did quote the other day when I was in hospital that we might be looking at sending out prizes a month behind. But actually, even with me trying to take it as easy as I can, I'm still going to be able to do some bitses and bobsies. So that will mean that parcels will go out in less than a month's time. Let's put it that way. I won't say when, but we'll say less than a month's time. Hello, Robert Pina. Nice to see you, mate. Gary Oskin. Hello, mate. Nice to see you too. Thanks very much. I'm trying to be as relaxed as I can. Sitting on my hands is difficult, although not being able to use my left arm is keeping me in check, because I'm not supposed to lift anything. But yeah, I'm doing okay. I mustn't complain, certainly, about my recovery. Thought it was game over again, and I've got away with it again. So I've had to pack up my smoking. Oh, I'll show you something. I'll just show you. I should have had it ready, shouldn't I? Just stay there. You'll like this. I don't think somehow I'm going to be able to quit the smoking without a bit of vape. So I've got my patch, which I put on each morning now. I haven't had a cigarette for over a week. Put me patch on, and my little pipe. Looks like a real pipe. Well, it is a real pipe. It does vape. Great, isn't it? And I do love the idea of a pipe rather than just a big square box. So that's helping a lot. That'll help me pack up the smoking. Changing the diet is also something that I've got to take seriously, because I didn't take it seriously enough before. And what I did was I messed up the stent that they put in 18 months ago. And, you know, there's no two ways about it. It furred up, and that was to do with the smoking, the saturated fat, and the cholesterol. And so they put a stent in this time, directly over the stent that they put in last time. I think that tells me that, you know, serious stuff. You've got to take it seriously. So so there was that problem, and then plus the problem, if you see the pictures I put up on Facebook of the heart and everything, there was a main blockage in one of the main arteries, quite a serious blockage, which is what was causing all of the pain and giving me a massive heart attack. So so definitely taking it easy, and definitely trying to kick the smoking, although that's going to be a bit difficult, but I'm going to give it my best shot, because I want to be around in 18 months time and 5 years time even. I don't want to be going anywhere, and I know you don't want me going anywhere. So yeah, that's it. That's all I've come on to say, just to give you a little update on where we are, and finally to say, please go on and buy one of those coins, $3.95. Picture of John and Kaspa. Something to remember John by. Alrighty then, thanks very much indeed. And Chris, thank you so much for everything that you're doing. Lorna and Katie and Richard and everybody, Mick, thank you. Lisa, thank you. I am absolutely blown away with the help that I'm getting, which is fantastic. Alrighty then, thanks a lot. And Chris will be back on Wednesday. There are raffles finishing every day this week, and some really cool stuff. Do you want me to show you what it is? So, so what we've got is the Victory VE Day set, which has got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 bunts, 50p's in it, VE Day. We've got the Pobjoy Mint, and this is a Hercules coin. Apparently these are quite sought after. I haven't put a lot of time and effort into looking at a lot of the stuff in the last year or so, but that's the picture of the Hercules one. And this one that's up, I think it's tomorrow it ends. This one is the Labours of Hercules, with the bow and arrow on it. He's got a bow and arrow there, if you can see that. So that's that one. And then we've got, what else have we got? Oh yeah, this is coming out as well. This is oh, I think this one was done today. So I think this one was done today. We had a winner for this one today. I've got another one of these. And the order set number for this is number 195 out of a limited edition of 500. Harry Potter stamps with Miriam Margoyle's signature, which is and she played Professor Pomona Spout, which is, the signature is that lady there. If you remember that character from the film, that's the one. Oh, did she? Oh, well done, Lorna. I thought somebody had won it, but I couldn't remember. Well done, Lorna. Well, that one will be coming to you. That'll be going in your pile. Quite a big pile I've got for you. Then another one that we've got up for sale. You really want to go for this. I mean, I don't know what these are worth, but they've got to be worth a few hundred, a couple of hundred. And it's got every single Bunc Olympics in it. So you've got your triathlon, your wrestling, your football, every single one, all 29 are in here. There isn't a medal, you've just got the 29 coins. Sports collection album. That's another flash raffle that you've got up this week. And of course, last but not least, we've got what is called, Scott calls this the Naughty Snowman. This is the gold snowman from 2018. Is this the one that's called the Naughty Snowman? Yes. This is the one that Scott calls the naughty. A lot of people call it the naughty snowman because of the position of, unfortunately, it's difficult to see this on the screen. It's a very plain coin. It's a very plain design. But anyway, so you've got that one coming up. I'm hoping, obviously, that I've been lucky on a couple where I've managed to buy them back or do a deal with the people that have won them and get them back so I can then put them up again. And it'd be nice. I'm hoping somebody might want to do a deal with me on this, but it doesn't matter because if they don't, you know, it's cool. You win this, it will be on its way to you. Everybody that's won a gold coin has received it. Frosty the pervert, says Chris. Yeah. Yeah. So that one is on Friday. The gold snowman is on Friday, and from now on I'm changing the prices on a few, only because of the system where you buy one get one free. Thanks very much, Philip. I appreciate that very much. I forgot what I was going to say now. Went completely out of my head. Me saying hello to somebody does that, and then it goes right out of my head. Whoops, daisies. Was I talking about a gold coin? Oh, never mind. Prices. Ah, yes. Thank you, Chris. Someone's paying attention. I'm not paying attention. So prices. So before it's £1 across the board and everything, but no, it's not your fault, Phil. It's me. I do it all the time. That's why I try. I when I go on and do a live, I end up ignoring the comments for a while because otherwise I'll just lose my track. So the prices. So up to now, everything's been £1 across the board, but of course on some of them, what with the buy one get one free, etc., and some people winning a fair amount of raffle credit, etc., they've gone. You know, the ticket sales will go sort of nuts. Hello, Lorna. Big kiss for you. The ticket sales go a bit nuts, and we ended up with a bit of an issue that both Chris and I wasn't 100% comfortable with, which is that even though John White was on the, had bought a phenomenal amount of it, he'd bought his 1,000 maximum entries, but when the wheel was spinning, we couldn't see his name on the wheel, but he was on the wheel. And I figure one way of cutting that down is to cut down the number of segments on the wheel and cut down the number of entries. So the gold coins from now on will be £5 a ticket, an entry. And I think, well, a gold coin's worth a fiver, isn't it? You know, it's worth, even cash, it's worth a fiver just to have a go. And some of them, like this one, might be £2 or £3 an entry, you know, and then some will still be £1 an entry. So we're going to try and play around with it a little bit that way and just sort of see what happens, really. See how we get on with it. So far, so good, because I believe we've had something like 500 entries on the gold already, which would have been you know, if you multiply that by 5, because it's £5 an entry, that would be 2,500 at £1 each. So that would be 2,500 segments on the wheel. And with any luck, a little bit easier for Chris to manage too, because he's the one that does all the work. You know, it's all right for me. I come up with the ideas most of the time, and Chris is the one that gets lumbered with it all. Because of, you know, half of the work is sort of his side of the fence. But so that's where we are on that, and that's why the prices have changed. In case you're wondering, why has he changed the prices? That's why we've changed the prices. So at the moment, even though it's the same 2,500 in credits or cash or whatever's been used, it will only show up as 500 segments on the wheel at the moment. Of course, I'm hoping we're going to do another 500 segments between now and Friday, which would be really cool. Yeah, you don't digress too much, do you, Chris? You're straight in, you're on it, and then you're off again. Not me. Now, for those of you that have bought extra spins, so there is a bit of an update to give you. what's happening this week is Chris is just doing the spins of the memberships, the Patreon, the YouTube, and so on. The what we'll call the normal spins, right? Chris is doing that today, Wednesday, and Friday. Now next week, I've got 2 spins by Gary Waring paid for, which he paid for before I had my heart attack. So we've got 2 spins for you for next week, Gary, and then we've also got Rob Barnes, because you joined PayHip and you haven't had your Super Wheel spin yet with a multiplier. So that's coming next week for you, Rob. And then what else is it that's next week? Oh, yes. And also, if you're supporting us on Patreon and you're paying the £50 a month one, the gold membership on Patreon, you get 2 Super Wheel spins a month for that, as well as going in all the draws. I mean, that is a no-brainer. And that will also be done next week. So there's all the people that are paying the 50 a month, they will get 2 spins each next week. And then I imagine PayHip for some people will come around again. And when it does, that will probably be next week or the week after. Because on Patreon, if you joined halfway through the month, it takes the money off everybody at the same time. So you would pay again very quickly. On PayHip, it doesn't. It charges you a month later, no matter what time of the month you join. So, and you also get a joker, and you also get the chance to double up certain ones. And I noticed that Rob Barnes had a bit of a little tickle, because he chose for his double up a sheet of coins. And he's hit a sheet of coins a couple of times, so it's automatically doubled his prize. So I think yours will probably be the heaviest prize so far. Yours and Lorna's, I reckon. So there we go. Thank you, Lorna, reminding me for Patreon. So that will take care of all the, that will take care of all the spins that are owed, or the monthly spins or whatever. They will come into play from next week. This week is just a settling in week for everybody, just so that they know they can cover it all, which is great. Chris will be there doing the spins. Katie will be writing down the wins, and then she emails them to me, and she does a fantastic job with that. They come out like this, nice, and I can just go through it and tick off and pick all the prizes that need picking. Okay, so that's that. And then I will, the urgent ones to be done for me will be, if anybody's won any raffle credit or won any memberships, I will be cracking on with those first tomorrow. And then, like I say, I will have a little go at picking a few of the Friday draws, getting them ready, putting them in people's envelopes. And then when I'm up to a certain bit, I will start posting a few out. So there we go. And that brings you up to speed, I think. Brings us completely and utterly up to speed. I won't tie you up just with a load of old waffle. And, you know, the one thing I am super excited about at the moment is the John and Kaspa coin. I'm really excited about that. And I'm really excited that they've started selling already. So for those of you that fancy, that think that might, like I do, I think they will go up. They won't go up until we've sold them all, obviously. Although I don't think I'll be selling them on eBay. I only have a small account that I can use at the moment. And although a couple of you have offered me your accounts to use, I won't use them, because after having John's daughter's account trashed, I won't take the risk on anybody else's account. You know, it'd be lovely to take an account off one of you and borrow it and be able to raise a bit of money that way. But, you know, it's too much responsibility on my shoulders if your account gets trashed, so can't take the risk on that. All of the links are over on Ian's TV. And I've added the John and Kaspa coin to the Ups a Daisy list, and I've also added it to the list at the bottom of the leaderboard, which has been updated this morning, so that anybody with a joker can swap any prize anytime for a John and Kaspa coin if they want. And anybody that wins an Ups a Daisy can also choose a John and Kaspa coin. At the moment, I'm not putting them on the wheel. I thought about it, but I thought, no, if somebody wants it, they can choose it for now. And we'll see how it goes. Because the problem with putting stuff on the wheel is you've got to take it off the wheel as well. Oh, great. That's brilliant, Lorna. Thank you very much. And it's also on the TGBCH Facebook page too. So I do encourage everybody to go and have a look on the leaderboard, which is over on Ian's TV, ians.tv. And you'll see that even though those of you, because somebody contacted me a little while ago and said, I'm not on the wheel. I bought 4 of them. And I had to say to them you won't be on the wheel because I'm a week behind in actually doing all the paperwork, and I have to send the details through to Chris, which I only actually did this morning. So I got up to date on all the people that have bought memberships, whether cash or by vouchers. It's all been updated this morning and sent over to Chris. So within the next 24 to 48 hours or something like that, I'm sure Chris will have updated them and put you on the wheels. So you can safely say, if you've bought any memberships in the last week, you will be on all the wheels for next week. If you bought any Wednesday or Friday ones, it's likely, because he's pretty quick, is Chris, it's likely you'll be on them this week. It's just the one that we missed was today's one, and then that wasn't down to Chris, that was down to me, because I didn't get him, I didn't fire it over to him quick enough for him to be able to get it on today's. Okay, that's it. So I'm done. Thanks a lot. I'm going to go and relax now with another cup of tea and my pipe. And take it easy for the rest of the evening. Do you know what? If I take it any easier, I'll be just horizontal. Sherlock Holmes. What about Sherlock Holmes Coin Cube? What have I missed? Sherlock Holmes, what have I missed? What have I missed? Just tell me what I've missed first. Oh, pipe. Yeah. Well, I'm fancying now. I was talking to Fran and I was saying to Fran, you know what I fancy now? One of those little pipe racks. And I think I might just, go down the road of getting a few different pipes and things, because I do like to, and it just gives you something to, like putting a fag in your mouth that ain't lit, But it's a novel thing, this one. I mean, you just literally, it came in and the instructions were quite simply, put the battery in, put the juice in, press the button and vape. That's simple. None of this, hit it 5 times and do this and do that and do a somersault and all the rest of it. Just battery in, vape in, puff away. That's how they should be made. So I'm well up with that. Thank you very much indeed, Philip. And thanks very much to everybody. The wishes and, everything, it's just great. It helps you get better quicker. And I will be on top of things quicker, but I will this time take sensible care of myself while doing it. I've lost a stone. Soon be sexy wexy again. Okay, thanks a lot. See you. I won't see you on Wednesday or Friday. Chris will. I will just come on. I'll be in the background sometimes and so on. Makes you look almost intelligent. That's what we need, isn't it? We need me looking a bit intelligent. That's what we need. We need Ian looking a bit intelligent instead of looking a bit dopey and ropey. Right then, thank you very much from the heart that nearly burst. I honestly thank you. Bye for now.